guys, welcome back to Libro Review. I hope you're doing very nice and I'm sending a lot of hugs and positivity to all of you. Now in today's video, I am going to be recommending 12 women-centric books to you. Before getting into the video, know that this entire collection has fiction and non-fiction. So in the fictitious books, we have women as the protagonist, and in the non-fiction, it's written by a woman talking about her struggles and whatever she has, how she has achieved whatever she has achieved. Also, this video in no way is meant only for women, because I believe that all of these books can be read by men too, and you also will learn a lot from all of these books. So let's begin the video. The first book that I want to talk about is How to Be a Bawse by Lily Singh. Now Lily Singh is a YouTuber. She has, we all know her as Superwoman. She has, I think, 15 million subs on YouTube, and she has her own late night show now. But how did it all begin?
Over the next few months, I fell into a severe depression.
She was at a place where she was not feeling good about herself. She was feeling depressed. She did not know what to do. So she made a video and she put it on YouTube.
I told myself that if my video could be the reason someone's bad day turns good, or the reason someone upset smiles, then all my efforts would be worth it.
So she kept doing it, she kept hustling, she kept conquering life, she kept conquering her negative self, and now she has come to a point where she's having her own late night show and 15 million subs and all those kind of things. From a very, very dark place, Lily Singh has come to this place called what she calls as Unicorn Island, where she finds her happiness. This book is her Unicorn Island. It has all sorts of colors, and it tells you how to bring you up, and how you should be grateful, and how you have to conquer your life, and how you are a freaking boss. Because sometimes before anybody else, we think in our brains that we do not have the control of our lives and that we are not capable, we are not enough. But when you read this book by Lily Singh, you will know that you being your weird self is exactly what the world needs, is exactly what is required to be enough, and it is exactly to be the boss of your own life. Now the next book that I want to recommend is for the beginners in the reading world, and it is a fictitious read, which is Virago by Ritiga Pachauri. Now this is the story of a woman who is having her life, she has her life completely sorted. She has a good job, she has a family, she has a kid, she has a husband, everything is going good, but over here, everything is good. Over here, she's not feeling satisfied. So she starts her journey towards pursuing her own dreams. But there are a lot of problems that she has to face, also because she is a woman. So there, the societal norms and this and that and all those kind of things. So this is that woman's story. The thing is that the woman in the story is settled. She's having a settled life. It's not like she's she's a young woman and she's gonna go behind her dreams or something. She's a settled woman, ready to be unsettled, ready to face everything that is come from the society on her face, hard as a rock, but is still going to pursue her dreams. So I believe that this is a very, very strong read. If you are a beginner in the reading world, this book is going to be amazing for you, because it's gonna kind of push you to be unsettled and to pursue your dreams and follow your heart. Now the next read I want to recommend is Seriously, I'm Kidding by DeGeneres. Ellen is the host of her own talk show. She's a great human being. She's extremely funny. She has been an idol for a lot of people to be who they actually are, accept themselves like they are, and she also has come out of a very, very dark place. Now she has risen to a place where she's having her own talk show, and I believe all of us know her. This book is like an intimate conversation between the reader and Ellen. Ellen talks about kind of her struggles that she went through while she had to overcome everything that the society was throwing at her because she came out as a lesbian.
Finally I told him, and he told me, and then they asked me to move out of the house. Mm-hmm. And so because she had two little girls that they worried that it would influence them.
She came out, like she accepted herself completely. So many things changed after that, and this conversation with her is going to, like, you know, give you the power to actually be yourself, accept yourself. She's going to be there to make you laugh because it's a humorous read, and she's just going to tell you that it's okay, like everything is okay. You are you know, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be healthy. And no matter what is going wrong in your life, no matter what other people are saying, be you, and that's the best thing in the world. Now the next read that I want to recommend is a mythological fiction, which is Kavita Kane's Ahalya's Awakening. Ahalya is like famously known because she was a cursed woman by her husband Gautam. What happened is Indradev like took the face of Gautam, and he came to her, and he actually cheated her because he lusted her. And when Gautam came to know this, he not only cursed Indra but also Ahalya.
गौतम मुनि ने आवेश में आकर अपनी पत्नी को भी शाप दे दिया और वो उसी क्षण पत्थर की शिला बन गई.
And later on in Ramayana also we see that Ram comes and he touches a stone with his feet, which turns into Ahalya. Because she was cursed to become a stone for her lifetime. Now this is her story, what she has done from her birth till the time when she becomes a human again from a stone. And you know, I actually always had this thought in my brain that she was a stone, but this book actually gave me a new perspective that she was not actually a stone. And it also gave me a perspective why Gautam did what he did, how this woman has always been a courageous woman, I'm just getting confused about it, but yeah, a courageous woman, but on the other hand she has suffered a lot in her life, but that suffering has finally led her into the person she wanted to be. So this is, even though it's fiction, it is Ahalya's story. It is how she has faced all her struggles. It is how she had fallen in love. It is how her love had betrayed her and all those kind of things. And I'm recommending it because I believe that as women, we also kind of, give up on a lot of things to be to show our love to people. But after reading this book, I have realized that keeping yourself before anybody else it's not selfish, but on the other hand you need to love yourself. You need to be who you want to be first, and only then you can serve other people. Now the next read that I want to recommend is No Regrets by Kaveree Bamzai. Now this book is meant mainly for the married women, the women with children like moms, and the working women. It is extremely tough to be a mother and a working woman and give time to yourself and be a loving wife and all those kind of things. But this book is your guide to how to be guilt-free even if people are bashing you for not being your best self, and how you can live your life completely regret-free. It's a very, very funny read. Kaveree is so candid in this. She is literally telling you, dude, what is wrong with you? You can't be you can't have it all. You just can't. But at the same time, it's not like you can't be happy. At the same time, it's not don't let other people's opinion define what kind of a woman you are. If you are the best mom or not, if you are the best employee or not, if you are the best businesswoman or not, whatever it is, you need to chill, dude. You need to live your life. Okay, so be guilt free, have no regrets, live your life, and still be the best person out there. Now the next book that I want to recommend, which I have not read completely, is Period by Emma Barnett. Now this book is all about periods. It breaks, busts all the myths around period. I have read only the first 3 chapters till now, and I've realized how I have actually even though I'm so upfront about my periods, I have been bashing myself up because I get periods. Like, what happens is, before I get my periods during my PMS, I am like a totally completely different human being. I get irritated, I have sugar cravings, I have all those kind of things. During my periods I have cramps. This is a result of my PMS, and I kind of feel bad because I'm not able to be my optimum self. And I like, after reading this book, I was like, oh my god, like, even though I'm like the most upfront human being about periods, and I don't care, and I don't like buy these sanitary pads and wrap it up into 10,000 layers of newspapers to get it home. I bring it normally. I still was bashing myself. It is a raw, funny, factually correct book. Emma Barnett has been herself in this book, which is amazing. She has shared her own stories too in this book, which is amazing. And what was surprising for me is that she is mainly talking about UK, and I always thought that UK and US and all those countries are developed and people over there don't face these kind of issues, but that's wrong. Period is a myth in the entire world, and we need to bust this myth. We need to let people know that period is not a dirty, gross thing. It is as normal as going to pee. It is as normal as having a headache. Nobody bashes normal human beings because they have headache or they have fever. Like, it's normal to get it. On the other hand, periods, which is a natural thing, like during that time, if you're having a headache, you get bashed for it. That, no, you're a woman, right? Dude, shut up, like that. So all these thoughts have come to me only after I read this book. Yeah, I believe this book is a must read for the men and the women out there to understand periods. Now, the next read that I want to recommend is Struggled and Soared by Vipin Chopal. It is a very, very thin book. I am only recommending this book to the people who have no knowledge about Lata Mangeshkar, Amrita, Rani Lakshmi Bai and Mirabai, because this is the story of these four women, how they have struggled through their lives, how they have like always stood up for what they believe in, how they have always stood ahead of time. Why I say that read it only if you have not read anything about these women is because this is a very, very thin book. It has only basic knowledge about these women. Yes, it does push you to research more about some of them, but on the other hand, if you already know like a lot about any of these women, then this book is not going to be very useful. But if you do not, it is a very, very emotional read and you must read it. Now, the next book that I want to recommend is a fictitious read, A Cage of Desires by Shuchi Singh Kalra. Now, this is the story of a woman. She's treated like a maid in her own house. Her husband treats her like some other woman. But on the other hand, it is also the story of Maya. She's like the bold, amazing woman that people love to read. So this is the story of both those women. Now, why I'm recommending this book is because, again, so many times, and I think this is the biggest problem of women, which is they always keep putting other people above them all the time. Like, just because we love somebody, we just like think of sacrificing our whole life and doing everything for them, which, guys, do not get me wrong over here, that is not bad. But on the other hand, you should know what cost you're paying for it. You should know that you have to be fulfilled yourself to fulfill other people. And this is another amazing story to make you feel like that. Now, this book has a lot of erotic content, which I think, if you like eroticas, this book makes it interesting for you because it talks about women empowerment. At the same time, it's a very nice story with like amazing characters, and it has those erotic parts. So yeah, that is the reason I think like this book is very, very close to my heart. It is the story of a very bold yet selfless woman. So yeah. Now, the next book that I want to recommend is Hijabistan by Sabyn Javeri. I hope that's how you say her name. I've already reviewed this book and I still don't know how to say her name. Now, this is a collection of short stories, and all those short stories revolve around hijab. After reading this book, I got a lot of different perspectives towards women's choices like why they make the choices they make, how hijab is not only something of pressure but also something of choice, also something of pride for a lot of women. This is a bold read. It has obviously like erotic content, it has adultish content, but on the other hand I believe this boldness and this rawness is the requirement of the time, and therefore I do recommend it as a must read for you all. Now the next book that I want to recommend is The Palace of Illusions, and along with that I'm going to recommend The Forest of Enchantments. Any of these or both of these by Chitra, Banerjee, Divakaruni. I am not able to let go of this book yet. I read it a few days back, I reviewed it, everything has been done, and still like I keep it like this with me all the time. Now this is the story of Mahabharata from the point of view of Draupadi, the female protagonist of Mahabharata, and this is the story of Ramayana from the point of view of Sita, who is the female protagonist of Ramayana. That was so confusing. But yeah, now the thing is that both these books kind of portray the emotions of these women, and these women have been known to be the reasons of the epic war of Mahabharata and the epic war of Ramayana. But what did they go through? Why did they make the choices that they made? Did they regret that they made certain choices? What emotions were involved? I myself, I am a very like upfront, blunt kind of a woman, but when I read this I was like, wow. Like I thought that what can Sita do? Like she has always said yes to everything, but when I read this book I came to know that Sita is one of the like strongest female characters I know, and I look up to her now. And there are so many emotions involved in both of these books. Like they both have left a void in me that I can never fill. Only these books can fill it. So I really I recommend it like as must read if you like mythology. Now the last book that I want to recommend is a biography, which is Poignant Song by Kavita Das. Now this is the story of Lakshmi Shankar, who was an Indian musician. So if you are in the artistic field or something, then you must read this, because you will come to know the the BTS of the creative world, or what these creative people actually go through and what the creative people actually want to create with their art. It's not the fame that they want, it is not the limelight that they want. They want appreciation, and they want people to understand their art, because there is a reason behind everything that they create. And that's what I came to know after reading this book. This woman is one of the strongest women I know, because she lost her daughter, she lost her ability to dance, and still she just kept on like going ahead and ahead and ahead, and she made a life for herself, which is extremely respectful. I do recommend this book if you like biographies, if you are in the artistic field, and if you want to know, like if you're not in the artistic field but you want to know what the artistic field has. These were all the recommendations. I hope this video was useful for you. Again, it is not meant only for women. Men, you too can read these books and learn a lot out of them. I hope it helped you. I hope you liked the video. Please do share the video with the people you want to inspire to read, because that's exactly what Libro Review wants to do, and you are a part of the family, so please do it. And subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you've read any of these books, which one was your favorite, if there is any feminist read that you want me to read or review. And that is it. I come up with a new video every Tuesday, every Thursday, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.